I am a bit new to this, so please bear with me, but there are atrocities going on all across the world that I think are important, that people need to be talking about, so I'm going to start talking about them. Down in Georgia right now, was a mother who was 9 weeks pregnant, and she went to the hospital complaining of headaches. She was ignored, and then she was brain dead the next day. Due to Georgia's heartbeat bill, there's uncertainty regarding the legality of removing her off life support. So, against the family's wishes, they are using the corpse as an incubator until that pregnancy is viable. However, there is uncertainty regarding the fetus's viability to begin with. There's possible water in the brain. It may be born blind, may not be able to walk as is. If that child does come to fruition, that child is going to suffer. She also has a son that's alive that goes and visits her at the hospital, and that child thinks that his mom is sleeping. This is an atrocity on every level. It's absolutely horrible that this woman's body after death is being used as a legal case study. It's against everything ethical I have ever learned in college. And people voted for this. And the same people that voted for this are the same people that are referring to this right now as a miracle. Nothing about this is a miracle. In fact, I think it's straight out of a horror movie, or The Handmaid's Tale, which there was an episode directly referring to a situation like this. But my concern when it comes to this is where the line is drawn, because she's brain dead. When you're brain dead, there's no autonomic functioning throughout the body that controls blood pressure, breathing, your heartbeat, all that thing. The second she's removed off the ventilator, her body will pass away naturally, which it should have done 2 months ago. She is now 21 weeks pregnant. For 2 months, this poor woman's body has been used as an incubator for a fetus that we aren't sure is going to survive to begin with. All because Brian Kemp is a jackass that wants to control women's bodies. And everybody wants to say that they're pro-life because it sounds great. Everybody wants to be pro-life. Nothing about the word pro-life sounds bad. But this is just Adrianna's case. So many other women have died because of this law, having miscarriages and them refusing to remove a decaying fetus from a woman's uterus. People have died from sepsis. And this is just Adrianna's case. The only reason we're talking about this is because this is a step too far. But you don't see the pro-life people talking about the women that have died. You don't see them talking about Adrianna as the atrocity, horrific situation that this is, that whole family's going through. And they're being forced to pay medical bills on a legal case study that they did not consent to. And a medical case study, because Lord knows how that child is going to come out. And it shouldn't have to be said, what if it was your daughter? What if it was your sister? Things should not have to personally affect you for you to care, for you to say something. If this was me, I would want the hospital burned down. I can't imagine being a family member. I would have anger towards the medical providers that are just doing their job and they're scared of being fired. And honestly, to me, it just absolutely makes no sense, because the heartbeat bill, it's an abortion law. This is not an abortion. Allowing someone to pass naturally is the circle of life. It is inhumane to keep someone's blood pumping just for something to be born so it can suffer. It makes absolutely no sense, and there is so many things going on in the world, and this is just one of the topics that has inspired me to start talking about these things. But please let me know your thoughts. If you want to hear more from me, please subscribe. And yeah, the world is an awful place that we live in, and all we can do is talk about it and try to make it a little less shitty. So, bye.